Welcome to another episode of Tech Talk Today, where we dive deep into the world of technology and explore how you can harness its power for your projects. I'm your host, and today we're tackling a topic that may sound a bit daunting at first, but is incredibly exciting once you hear about its potential: self-hosting an open-source turn server for WebRTC applications. So let's break it down. We often rely on public servers like Google's Turn server for WebRTC applications, and while they work well, they come with their own set of risks, like unexpected shutdowns or privacy concerns. What if you could have total control over your Turn server? Well, you can. And spoiler alert, it's not as expensive or complicated as you might think. Let's start with the very basics. For those of you who might not be familiar, Turn stands for Traversal Using Relays Around NAT. It's essential for peer-to-peer communication, especially when you're dealing with firewalls and NATs, ensuring that users can connect regardless of their networks. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty of setting up this server. First off, you'll need a domain name. This is crucial for SSL certification, which we'll get into in a bit. A simple search will help you find a domain provider. It's the only piece of this setup that will cost you money, so choose wisely. Next, you'll want to sign up for Oracle Cloud's free tier. This is awesome because it offers enough resources for our needs without charging a penny. Just make sure you don't accidentally click any upgrade buttons, or you might find yourself in for some unexpected charges. So you sign up, enter your credit card info, and voila, you're in the cloud. Once you've done that, you'll create a new subnet for your server. A little technical detail here: these subnets handle your server's networking. It might sound intimidating, but think of it as organizing your virtual workspace. You'll carve out IP addresses for your server to sit on, a task that Oracle's interface will guide you through. Now let's talk about security, because nobody wants unwarranted access. You'll set up a security list, which works like a firewall for your subnet. This is your chance to dictate who can do what, specifying TCP and UDP ports your server will use to communicate. Make sure to allow the ports for your Turn server and the Peer.js web server that we'll set up later. After this, the fun begins. You'll actually create the server instance on Oracle Cloud. You might get an out-of-capacity error if the limited free tier resources are taken, but don't worry, it's a common hiccup. Just be persistent. Now it's time to SSH into your server. If you've never done this before, you'll love that feeling of connecting to your very own machine in the cloud. Once logged in, the first thing you'll want to do is update your system. This ensures you're running the latest software and security patches. Now this is where it gets a bit more detailed. You'll need to set up a web server using Nginx so that you can run your applications. Installing Nginx is straightforward, but remember, you have to configure your firewall correctly to access it via your domain. We can't forget about securing your site, so let's add a TLS certificate for HTTPS. Thanks to the folks at the EFF, it's relatively painless to set this up with certbot. It's basically a few commands, and then you're surfing the web securely. With that done, it's time to focus on the WebRTC application itself. You'll be uploading files to your web server, creating a simple chat application to test connectivity. We all love a good test, right? But we're not done yet. You also want to install your own Peer.js server. This gives you more control than using their cloud version. You'll literally just run a command to start it up. Simple as that. And then to finish it all off, we need to install and configure our own Turn server, which will finally allow your application to work seamlessly even